Ah, now that's what I call living up to expectations. Oh, God. Alright, guys, gals, and everything in between, I'm here today to review to you Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. So, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is the second in the DC universe, like cinematic universe, if you will, and it's directed by Zack Snyder, and this is also the second one that is directed by Zack Snyder. Now, I got a ton of hate for my Man of Steel review when I first released that. And I was like, you know what? I'm interested in the world to see where it goes because I think it could be a very interesting world. I like the tone they set, but I didn't like that movie and I wanted to see something cool come out of the next one. I just got out of it about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, been processing my thoughts, been talking it over with the people I saw it with, and this movie's not good. It's just not good. And I defended this movie. I defended a movie that I didn't even like the first installment in the series. Like, I was like, you know what? It sucked, but I'm really excited to see where we go from here because I think it could be really cool. First, with the good. The good, Ben Affleck. I defended Ben Affleck from day one. You can see my video of me saying the Ben Affleck casting is good, guys. I like it. I really like the Ben Affleck casting. I think he could be a great Batman. And guess what? Not only was he a great Batman, he is the best Batman adaptation we have ever seen. Like, Ben Affleck brought to life the Batman as we know him. And actually, Wonder Woman, I thought was alright. I was actually surprised because I was really against her casting. And I will eat my own words. She actually did a good job. And she's really, really attractive. I really liked looking at Wonder Woman. And, yeah, just a moment for that. Worth it. Gal Gadot did a good job as Wonder Woman. I think she needs to work on her accent a little bit, but of course that can be worked with. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor is one of the worst castings in cinema history. I will go that far. One of the worst castings in cinema history. He doesn't play Lex Luthor. He plays a wacky goof. He plays the Riddler, but they call him Lex Luthor. It doesn't work. The story feels so overly convoluted with so much crap. And you know what the real problem was? As much as I blamed Zack Snyder for Man of Steel, he fixed his problems in this one. Zack Snyder did what he was supposed to do. He filmed it very well. The action was perfectly filmed. Just overall, it looked like a comic book brought to life. The problem was the writing, if you ask me. David Goyer was still on here as a writing credit, and honestly, Chris Terrio, I don't think did a great job. If this is primarily his script, I think that they both fell short. And I heard there were some production problems, that Jeremy Irons was filming and they hadn't even finished his script yet for his stuff. So I think that this movie was dead on arrival, even though I was super excited for it. This is the first time Batman and Superman have been on screen together in a live-action format, and it did not work. The Batman-Superman fight scene, honestly, was not good. I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy some stuff. I won't get into spoilers. I enjoyed some of the other fights, and there was a scene that was the best scene of the movie, and I was like, wow, why wasn't the Batman v Superman stuff like that cool? Because it wasn't. It was not well done. It was filmed well, but it just felt too slow, and I know there's going to be people out there who like it, and if you do, power to you. I get why, but at the same time, it didn't feel like Batman and Superman were really fighting. It felt like you were just sort of watching just two tired people just sort of, The movie, on top of being convoluted, the second act of this film is so horrible that I have not been that bored in a movie for a long time. Like, wow, that was exceptionally boring. I will go on par and say that the second act of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is as bad as Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Yeah, I went there, people. This movie's a mixed bag of nuts for me because of the fact that I really loved all the Batman stuff, and honestly, the scene where, like, you know, maybe it's the Gotham City in me, we don't like freaks dressed like clowns, that kind of thing. I loved that segment. I liked the stuff where they were having to be intellectual with each other and just that kind of dialogue that you could eat up. And right after that is where the movie falls apart. And it starts to pick itself up towards the end, make some bold moves, and it pays off. Ben Affleck was great as Batman, so it's like I have a really great introduction that I was like, oh geez, we're in for a ride, people. And then the second act is so atrocious that it literally ruins the movie for you. And then the third act is and then at the finale, it picks it back up. It's like, oh crap, we dropped all these parts on the way here. Here, we gathered as much as we could. And in the end, it just didn't work. It fell short. So I'm gonna have to say, I can't quite garbage rating this movie. I want to so bad. In every sense of the word, this should be a garbage movie. But Ben Affleck did such an amazing job. Gal Gadot did a surprising job. And that Batman and Wonder Woman alone were able to save the movie enough for me. And Alfred, oh, almost forgot Alfred. Alfred was amazing. I don't know if he was the best Alfred we've ever had, but Jeremy Irons is one of my favorite actors. You hardly ever see him and stuff. And he did a great job. So those three were able to kind of salvage it for me, enough that it's not a garbage rating. So I gotta say, Batman vs. Superman should just be background noise. Yeah, guys, gals, and everything between, just background noise. You know, just have it on in the background. Then when you hear the giant explosion hit, just start watching again. Like, there's no other point. So, did you guys actually like Batman v Superman? Am I just crazy? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Got plenty more videos coming to you.